Hello. This is round four of my deep finish in the $500 FTOPS heads up no limit hold'em tournament. If you've watched a couple of the earlier ones, and I definitely do recommend that you do that so you can see some of the differences in style between how I play against different types of opponents. My first two opponents were kind of on the easier side, and then my third round opponent, who I just polished off thanks in part to a couple of suckouts, was UV04, who has, I think, more FTOPS titles than anyone else. He's won four different events, but he won't be winning this one, thanks to me. Now I'm going to be playing with this ex-Koala X person, which is not anyone I knew anything at all about before we started playing. And this ends up being one of, I think he probably ends up being the most aggressive opponent that I had. So you see on the first hand here, he gave me a walk off of his button, and then he folds his big blind, but I can assure you that passivity does not persist. I didn't bet the I didn't bet the flop just because I don't know. I mean, a lot of times I will. I don't really expect him to fold ace high. Um, Depending on what the turn card is and what he does, I'm gonna have to make a decision about whether I want to call a bet. I don't really know what. Obviously at this point in the match, I have no idea what his ranges are gonna look like. Um, in this particular card, I was pretty comfortable calling a turn bet. Now, when he pots the river and the third flush card gets there, it's one of those spots where I'm not going to call him down with king high on the third hand of the match or whatever it is. In a spot where he easily could have something, but I'm make a note of the fact that you know either he's bluffing in this spot or he happened to pick up a big hand. And if it happens a couple times, I'm gonna stop giving him credit for having a big hand every time it happens. Another flopper I don't really want to bet. I think I can call it. I would have called a bet on this king turn. I wouldn't have been thrilled with it, but I do have two overcards and a gut shot, and there's a lot of draws out there for him to semi bluff. So I definitely don't think I'm folding out better hands by betting the flop. I don't really want to get check raised because my hand is not certainly not a monster hand, particularly not relative to a check raising range. But I do have I do have the two overcards and a gut shot that I don't really want to get check raised off of. So I decided I'd rather check the flop and see how it develops. And again, when the king turns, I still don't think he's folding a pair if I bet it. He actually might have folded exactly that hand, but I mean, I would have played it differently if I knew he had deuces. But as it went down, I'm satisfied.